Excitement is all about Clothes Mentor. Like the look, love the price.
If you look around, everything is so big. Who needs a 42-ounce soda? When we were kids, soda came in a 6-ounce bottle. Bigger isn't always better.
We are not big box at Rosner's. You can see our family every time you walk in here.
Because we have aligned ourselves with other family businesses nationwide, we have the buying power to give you the best price every time. Come experience the Rosner difference. Rosner's is your headquarters for GE appliances.
The great work that Dr. Ian has done for Michael Strahan's family. His parents, Jean and Louise, lost a total of 78 pounds. That's amazing.
Wow.
We have his next challenge all set to go, though. Check it out. I got this letter. This is legit. This man, he's an NBA coach. He wrote to our show. Check it out. I'm head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. So with all my crazy traveling, it's hard for me to lose weight. I get a whole lot of exercise chasing referees up and down the sidelines. However, I know I need to do better. I decided to reach out to you. Why? First of all, you're much cuter than Dr. Phil. And you have more hair. You seem to have more fun, and you feed your guests, exclamation point. Needless to say, I'm not a great chef. I am a pretty good NBA coach. It would be a joy to spend some time with you. Hey, I might even teach you how you can become the shortest player in the WNBA. Adorable, right?
That's great. That's a great letter.
So, we are going to get him jump-started today. We're going to hook him up with Dr. Ian, and then we'll follow his progress over the next few months, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So we're going to get him out here so we can get him started with Dr. Ian's plan. Dr. Ian is, of course, the creator of the #1 New York Times best-selling Shred Revolution Diet. Please welcome the coach of the Brooklyn Nets, Lionel Hollins. Good-looking dude. Hi, Lionel. First of all, I think he's a ridiculously good-looking dude, and you look pretty fit to me.
Well, looks are deceiving.
He knows how to dress really nice.
Exactly.
So, why do you want to lose weight?
Well, I used to be more fit. Obviously, when I played in the NBA, I was really fit.
Right.
Lately, it's been a struggle.
You just don't feel as comfortable in your own skin.
No, my suits fit a little bit tight, and
do you have a goal in mind?
Hypertension and whatever.
Oh, hypertension. Yeah, you got to watch that.
Yes.
So, do you have a goal?
Yes, about 20 pounds.
About 20 pounds. You'll look good.
I hope.
Because you look good now.
Right, you look really good. He'll go from good to really good.
Better.
So this is great. You know, it's interesting. I told Rachel, you know, when I heard that you wanted to do this, I could not believe it. I'm like, an NBA coach emailed the show, because we do this all the time.
It's amazing,
it's great.
isn't it?
And you're a Rachel Ray fan.
I'm a big fan, and when I go in my cave and season's over, I'll lay in bed and I'll watch Rachel Ray.
I love you. I got a crush on him. I just love him. Okay, so Dr. Ian, what is your game plan for Coach?
So here's the deal. So we have Shred and Super Shred. Okay. Shred is the original program, 6 weeks, 20 pounds. Super Shred is a little aggressive, 4 weeks, 20 pounds. So I want to put you on Shred. It's very flexible, so you're a very busy guy, and so you may not be able to have specific meals that you can eat, so this allows you to make some substitutions. So we're going to put you on Shred, 6 weeks, 4 inches, 2 sizes. But I want to show you some things here. People think diet...
Little tips and tricks.
Right, they think a diet, they think they can't have fun foods. That's not true. So, first of all, you can have pizza on the Shred diet. That's right, okay?
He's a good guy, huh?
Very good.
This is a New York slice.
Yeah.
This doesn't work, okay? So we're going to give you a little bit of what you like and then give you a little bit of something else. So you take it, it's about 4 inches by 5, right? A little twist it here.
Yeah.
And this is what it
I
is.
thought you were going to do half.
No. So if you could do it like this. Now, these are two slices like this. This is what we want to eat, which is fine. And then you put it with a nice green garden salad with a couple tablespoons of some low-fat vinaigrette.
So it's about learning portion control, really.
It's portion control and balance, by the way. So you say, well, you may
a little bit of pizza, a lot of salad,
and you'll be full. But you still get that little pizza that you like.
That's great.
Okay?
All right, not bad.
Now,
that looks good. I'm going to eat that sucker on the break.
Now, I know you're in the stadium all day, whether it's practice or playing, and there's a lot of burgers there. So, yes, you can have burgers on the Shred diet. The key is the size, of course. So, this is what your burger should look like. The size
A
of
hockey
puck.
puck?
Yes, this is the size.
That's
okay?
a slider.
I
I'm
know,
just saying.
But remember, we're trying to compromise here, right? I didn't take it away from you altogether. I could have done that, but I didn't do that, right? Sure. Okay, so you look at here. This is what the size is.
A small portion of beef.
Right.
You could cut one in half if you're buying it in a stadium.
That's right. You can put some cheese on it if you like. You know, some nice protein and cheese. But then, of course, you have maybe some vegetables with it. You have some rice with it. You try not to have fries, but you can have fries. And if you're going to have fries, let's get there.
Yep.
If you're going to have fries, this is the problem with fries. So you can have fries, but look at the calorie count. So for 150, 200 calories, you only get about 6 steak fries.
Right.
You get 12 skinny fries. I mean, who really wants to sit down to that?
No one.
Right? No one. So
just lay off the fries for a while.
Lay off the fries for a little while. You can have some other types of grains if you like. You have some corn, some veggies, but you can also have your condiments. So this is about a teaspoon of the mayonnaise, of the ketchup, of the mustard. It's really all about portion control. Now, the reason why people like the programs is because you don't go hungry. You have to eat 4 times a day. Okay. Okay? That's a good thing, right?
Yes, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But you don't have to eat all the food. Some people say they can't finish it all.
Right.
Eat some of it. We don't skip meals anymore because skipping meals is a bad thing
You're
for
trying
metabolism.
to keep your metabolism at a high rate.
That's right. Exactly.
And eating many little meals achieves that goal.
Keeps your metabolism going throughout the day. Absolutely. And it prevents us from overindulging at once.
Now, you know how when he worked with the Strahans, Mama got to put in a marble every time she lost a pound? We got you little basketballs. So every time you lose a pound, whoop, you get to make a basket.
There you go.
I don't think the WNBA thing's going to work out for me. I couldn't make a basket in that jar.
But by the end of this, you will be dunking the ball.
So we're going to do a weigh-in today for Coach?
Yep, we'll do a weigh-in today.
Okay, cool. Let's get him on the scale over here.
Now, before you step on, we know you have your shoes on, so we'll weigh you out with what we weigh you in with. That way we keep it equal, okay? Okay, step on up.
Coach, your players are going to be excited for you, don't you think?
I know they will.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they have to follow such strict diets, I'm sure. Oh, the weigh-in. There you go. 240.
240 is his weight?
240.
Come on back.
So by the time we're done, right, several weeks from now, he'll be down to 220.
And
220 or better.
He's also a golfer, so we're going to do a lot of fun things with Coach. We're going to play some golf with him.
Oh, cool.
We're going to go to some practices, go over to Barclays Arena.
I want this job, man. All I get to do are dishes.
You get to come.
Yeah, she's coming to one of us.
I can bring the snacks, right? I'll bring the healthy snacks.
Shoot, too.
All right, honey. Thank you, Coach. Well, we're going to have Coach back and see his progress along the way. Dr. Ian, who's going to be with him every step of the way. We'll check back in with Lionel in a couple of months. You ready to do it?
I am ready.
We got it.
We see everybody. Bye-bye.
Next on News Channel 5 at noon, has there been any sign of the 2 inmates who escaped in our area?
And a new hurricane season outlook out. What are South Florida's chances of edging out a major storm? We're back in just 30 seconds with local coverage you can count on.
Excellence. How do you find it? It's fueled by passion, thrives on persistence, and demands nothing less than total dedication. My name is Mark Anajar.
And I'm Glenn Levine.
Our mission to deliver excellence in legal services is what makes a world of difference.
Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
We begin this midday with breaking news. Nearly 9 hours and still no sign of the inmate who broke out of a correctional facility in West Palm Beach.
Antoine Anglin escaped just before 3 this morning. I want you to take a good look at your screen. This is his picture. Authorities tell us he's 6'2", 194 pounds. He has tattoos on his arms and shoulders. He was serving time for selling and possessing cocaine.
Anglin is the second inmate to escape this week in our area. The first was Philip Pellis. You're seeing him right there. Federal agents are helping track track him down after he snuck away during work duty at the Loxahatchee prison. This was on Tuesday. Witnesses do report seeing him get into an older model white pickup. We posted the mugshots of both of these men on our WPTV Facebook page. Share it and help authorities track down these wanted men.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone. The new numbers are out from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It's an updated forecast to the forecast that was released in May for this year's hurricane season. Right now, the tropics nice and quiet, but let's review the forecast from May. The original forecast was for this many storms, 6 to 11 named storms, 3 to 6 of those becoming hurricanes, and 0 to 2 of those becoming major storms. The new forecast has pulled back on these numbers a little bit, with 6 to 10 named storms, 1 to 4 becoming hurricanes, and 0 to 1 becoming major hurricanes. Now, just so you know, it's very interesting to get these numbers, but remember, it only takes one storm to really change our lives forever. So even with these lowered numbers for the season, we want you to remember that you need to stay prepared throughout hurricane season. We'll have more on your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
The Grand Celebration cruise ship plans to set sail again tonight, a few hours late. Work is being done right now to repair broken air conditioning units. That cruise ship came back into port this morning from the Bahamas after a not-so-grand cruise for some passengers who dealt with the lack of air and even electricity at some points. News Channel 5's Andrew Ruiz is live at the Port of Palm Beach with more. Andrew?
Mike, good afternoon. The traffic behind me is passengers currently arriving. They thought they would be able to get on the ship at 12:30, many of them being told that now they will be leaving later. Passengers that were previously on the trip got off at about 11:30, very upset with an experience, and it was because there was no AC on the way back. Continuing our team coverage is Christina Noche. She spoke to passengers as soon as they got into port and disembarked. Here she is with her report.
Well, one passenger that I was texting throughout the morning while she was on the ship just went to the infirmary for heat stroke. The other passengers were given this paper saying that we are sorry for the shortcomings you experienced. You'll be giving a $50 credit and a free future cruise. Still, the other passengers leaving here at the Port of Palm Beach say that most of them saying they will never ride this cruise line again, that they have lost their business for good.
The Grand Celebration quietly sailed into the Port of Palm Beach this morning. But outside the pier,
bad. It was terrible. The lights would come up, then they go back out. Lights come up, then they go back out.
Passengers were visibly upset.
It was unlivable. Like, I've never even had to live that way in general.
Jerome Foster and his son flew in from Washington, D.C. for some father-son time.
I said, well, the cruise will be the best part of the summer. This is the worst part of the summer.
Instead, they say it was a nightmare. The ship, scheduled to leave for the Bahamas at 6 o'clock Tuesday night, didn't leave until after midnight. Passengers were stranded for several hours with no electricity or air conditioning, but the Coast Guard later cleared the ship for departure. Some passengers decided to get off.
They didn't announce that you could get off the boat. People just happened to find out there was an opportunity to get off the boat, because we would have gotten off the boat.
But those same conditions became an even bigger issue once at sea. Passengers say, again, no air conditioning. The lights went out for hours at a time. Some took these pictures as they spent the night sleeping on the deck. Another passenger took video of black water coming from his bathroom sink. He says he didn't shower for 2 days. But some others, intent on having a good time, say they made the best of it.
After a while, we were like, okay, come on, when y'all are going to turn the lights on and whatnot. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is. You can't really do nothing about it, so why complain?
Many of these passengers live in Florida, but for some, this was their first experience visiting Palm Beach County. As for Jerome and his son, cruising again on the Grand Celebration...
hell no. I'm sorry, no.
...is not an option.
The island was great. The boat was horrible. Sleeping on the deck and in a lawn chair is not a cruise.
Reporting in Riviera Beach, Christina Noche, WPTV News Channel 5.
Cruise officials say 2 AC chillers broke during their voyage. Technicians' attempts to fix it were unsuccessful, and that's where the AC problem occurred. So now new passengers are trying to arrive here, figuring out what will happen to their trip. We're told they'll leave after 6:30 because of the issues and because they are trying to fix it. Of course, they are also being told that if they do decide to go on the boat, they'll also get another free trip and a $50 on credit certificate to be able to spend that money. We'll be here throughout the day following this very developing story. Live in the Port of Palm Beach, Andrew Ruiz, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Right now, crews are on the scene of a semi-rollover. This is in western West Palm Beach. Palm Beach County Fire Rescue telling us a tractor trailer flipped just after 8 this morning at 45th Street and Jog. This is footage from the scene as crews cleaned up spilled transmission fluids. The trailer was hauling frozen pizzas, and those are being moved into another vehicle. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
At least one Palm Beach County commissioner says the firm running at a troubled juvenile correctional facility needs to go. This week, the county commission complained to the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice about Youth Services International. The for-profit company runs the detention center for teen boys near the South Florida Fairgrounds. 8 states have already closed YSI-operated facilities because of abuse. Right now, the executive director of Department of Juvenile Justice says she will not replace YSI.
More than $2.5 million. That's how much Palm Beach Gardens police will try and convince the city to pay for a new tactical training center. According to our news partners at the Palm Beach Post, it would include 2 different simulators as well as a 3-sided movie theater. If approved, the center would go up on the land at the City Hall complex. City Council will vote tonight at 7. In Jupiter, police there may get their own training course. This would be for their canines. Right now, the department has to use the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office training facility in Wellington. Town Council is expected to discuss this proposal. It's worth about $37,000 tonight at its meeting.
Water may soon cost more if you live in Jupiter. Listen to this. According to our news partners at the Palm Beach Post, tonight the Town Council plans to vote on increasing water bills about 4% starting in October. You'd pay about $1.21 more a month for every 10,000 gallons of water used. They say the rate increase would pay for cost of labor, chemicals, and the power of the utility. The future of the former A.G. Hawley State Hospital site in Lantana up for debate. When developers unveiled this proposal for the Water Tower Commons last night, the director of development called it a 50s Kmart shopping center design. This is the second proposal planned by Lantana leaders. The site's expected to be turned into a mixed-use residential and retail destination.
Palm Beach County Schools are getting a security upgrade just before the start of a new year. Here's how Raptor, that's what it's called. This is how it works. Visitors will have to scan their ID before going on campus. A school administrator is alerted if that person is a registered sex offender. Once the visitor's ID is scanned for the first time, their clearance remains in the system, allowing them to pass through the buildings faster during future visits. And we want to invite you, come out and meet your favorite News Channel 5 anchors and reporters. We're so excited to meet you. It's our 2nd annual Back to School Expo, Saturday, August 8th at the Mall at Wellington Green. Starts at 10 and then it ends at 4. Again, you've got plenty of time to get out there. We're going to discuss everything to help you and your family get ready for the new school year, school supplies, uniforms, different options that you may have. So come out. Aren't you excited about this?
I'm going to be there for literally the whole thing.
So that's commitment.
Let's have a good time.
Yeah, I'll be there starting around 11. So
okay.
Let's have fun.
I'll
let's
have
take
the coffee
pictures.
warmed ready for you.
Such a good partner.
All good. Coming up after the break this midday, people sometimes tell you to think with your heart, not your head. Turns out the two are connected in ways we've never known before. We're going to tell you how when we get back.
Plus, grab your spoons. Bluebell is coming back to a store near you. The big step the company made to bring those ice cream products back to your freezer. We're back in just 60 seconds with more local coverage.
If you're looking for a full-featured RV experience, but in an easy and fun vehicle to drive, then a Class B RV from La Mesa RV is for you. We carry all the top brands at everyday low discounted prices. Class B motorhomes for the active lifestyle at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
Just steps away from the water, relax and enjoy the atmosphere and amazing food. Mulligan's 12 Weeks of Summer, where kids eat free Monday through Friday, 3 to 9 p.m.
It's the I-95 RV Show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Road Trek Adventurous, discounted to just $528 per month. The I-95 RV Show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
HD News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
12:09, a new study finds exercise during early adolescence has the greatest impact on reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Researchers measured insulin resistance in children every year from age 9 to 16. The condition was 17% lower in the most active kids at age 13, no matter their weight, but that difference faded over the next 3 years. Experts say exercise interventions for young teens could help lower diabetes rates as a whole in the country. And new research also suggesting that heart and brain function are more closely related than you think. A study of older adults found those with the lowest scores on a thinking skills test were 85% more likely to have a heart attack than those with the highest scores. People with lower brain function also had a 51% higher risk of stroke. Researchers say impaired thinking skills could reflect vascular or blood vessel disease, which are also risk factors for heart attack and stroke.
I think this story is pretty fitting, being that it is lunchtime, of course. See this label? You recognize it, don't you? Bluebell is making a comeback. The ice cream company tweeting out that its Alabama plant was back to churning out ice cream. Bluebell, of course, closed all of its plants and recalled its ice cream in April after the deadly Listeria bacteria was found in some of its products. Bluebell says it has been testing this out for nearly a month with state health officials, but no exact date yet on when we'll see that ice cream back on store shelves.
Donald Trump, Jeb Bush, Senator Marco Rubio, several others squaring off tonight in the first presidential debate of the year. The candidate expected to be the focus of a lot of criticism next. Plus,
You told us to go.
Coming up, new details coming out on the latest movie theater shooting, including why the alleged gunman's mother talked to police about him days before this attack.
And check out some of these temperatures this afternoon. Already in the 90s across most of the area. We're going to come pretty close to some record highs today. We'll talk all about it and have a look at your weekend coming up.
It's early morning. You're up because, well, the work never stops.
The weather team is so important to me because I need accurate, reliable information.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
I have to know what and where the weather is happening.
Showcasing the storm from every angle.
I'm watching and waiting on that radar to find out what my afternoon is going to look like.
Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
The City Mattress summer clearance is on now with savings up to 50% off mattresses and bedroom furniture. With free delivery and special financing, you'll save on everything you need to sleep.
Sleep better and save more. Only at City Mattress.
It's time for the Back to School Expo.
We'll have kids' activities, a weather zone, and a chance to chat with your favorite WPTV personalities.
Tons of information for families.
And college students.
The WPTV Back to School Expo is sponsored by these fine companies.
So I needed to deposit a check. I was about to head to the bank, but out of nowhere, it just started to rain. Like, really rain. I did not want to go out. But then I was like, duh, just use your phone. Mobile deposit techno thingy to the rescue. I'm Raina, and I bank human at TD Bank.
The Palm Beach Post is your local news leader, delivering complete coverage you can count on. More than just headlines, the Post uncovers important news, providing depth, analysis, and perspective on the stories that impact your life. With the largest local news team, the Post has more reporters to cover the news where you live. When you want the real story, there's only one source. The Palm Beach Post, in print, on your tablet and smartphone. The Palm Beach Post. Real news starts here.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my electrical.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
The man police say is responsible for an attack at a Nashville area movie theater was reported missing days beforehand. Investigators say Vicente Montano had a long history of mental illness. His mother is the one who filed that missing persons report for him this past Monday. And then a couple days later, police say he used pepper spray on at least 3 people at the theater, then attacked a man with a hatchet.
One of the officers actually engaged the suspect. There was an encounter. He saw a gun come up. He saw a trigger about to be pulled. He disengaged.
The gun the suspect was apparently using was an airsoft toy pistol. Police say he was also carrying a duffel and a backpack, a duffel bag that is, at the time of this attack. Nothing dangerous inside, though. A bomb squad found what they have labeled a hoax device designed to look like an explosive.
We are just hours away from the first Republican presidential debate of this election cycle. Tonight, all eyes on, among other candidates, Donald Trump. Center stage with top 10 contenders in Cleveland, and Tracy Potts is live outside Quicken Loans Arena this afternoon with a preview.
How do you feel, Senator?
Quite good. That's Rand Paul outside Quicken Loans Arena this morning. Inside, they're making final preparations for 10 candidates with frontrunner Donald Trump center stage.
Sort of an introduction. It's a first date, if you will, between our Republican voters and these candidates.
Mike Huckabee is the only one of the 10 who's ever done a presidential debate. Ted Cruz was a champion debater in college. It's all brand new to Trump, who says he's done little, if any, practice.
If they're not prepared today, it is too late to get ready.
I go out and run. It's a great way to relax.
A new IJ review video today takes a humorous look at how candidates are preparing.
What is Megyn Kelly going to ask at the Fox debate?
Let me check on that.
Hey, Mom, I can't say that on television.
Do you feel like you should be at the kids' table?
You know, it's better to start out in the minors and go to the majors than the other way around.
The bottom 7 candidates who did not make the primetime cut are in a separate earlier debate this afternoon. And with 60 seconds or less to answer questions, the moderators are hoping to keep it moving. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Cleveland.
And to follow up on that, some of you may soon live in a new congressional district. The state's House delegation just released a new map of the proposed redistricting. Florida's 27 congressional districts are being overhauled to obey a state Supreme Court order. The Palm Beach Post reports parts of Palm Beach County, including Boca Raton, would be affected. Counties along the Treasure Coast, however, would not be affected. The legislature still needs to give its final approval.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon again, everyone, and a quick look at the tropics and things nice and quiet. Again, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration updating the hurricane season outlook, lowering the number of potential storms due to a bunch of different factors, but the main 3 being a strengthening El Nino, below average ocean temperatures, and increased wind shear across the Atlantic. So 6 to 10 named storms still possible, 1 to 4 hurricanes, 0 to 1 major hurricanes, category 3 or higher. But regardless of what these numbers say, we always tell you have to stay prepared just in case. You never know if the storm is going to head this way. Now look at that Sebastian Inlet camera. Things look good. Lots of blue skies there. And temperatures are in the 90s across most of the area now. I think we're getting a little bit of a false reading here because the Stewart temperature is actually 90 degrees right now. I'm not sure why the 86 is popping up there right around Jupiter Farms in that area. But here's what we're looking at right now. Some drier air continues to move up into South Florida. You can see it here in the light brown area. So the more dry air we have in place, the lower our chances for rainfall. With that said, it's still the rainy season, and we could still see a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, but probably not until mid to late afternoon and early evening. Until then, we're going to keep heating up. We've also got some Saharan dust in the air, so you'll notice it's a little bit hazy outside, and winds are pretty much out of the south and then curve up to the southwest. So any shower or thunderstorm that develops will push over toward the East Coast. We could come pretty close to some record highs today. The record high in Vero is 95. We're forecasting a high of 93, and the record high in West Palm, 96. Could get up to 94 or even 95 in West Palm Beach. Let's take a quick look at Vipercast through the afternoon. Here's about 3 o'clock, and you can see Vipercast still not picking up on much rainfall. Maybe a couple little showers here and there, some rainfall down to the south. Once we get to 4, 5, 6 o'clock, then there's that potential for a few showers and thunderstorms popping up and pushing over toward the East Coast. Any thunderstorm storm that develops this afternoon could be strong because of the intense heating that we have going on. Here's a quick look at the forecast through the next couple of days. Still staying dry, but then as we get to the weekend, rain chances start to increase a little bit. About a 40% chance for showers and a few thunderstorms Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then about a 50% chance for rain as we get to the middle of next week.
All right, there is an irresistible type of chicken filling waiting in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen today.
Howard has a surprising ingredient that makes crunchy toppings worth bringing to that dish.
You know, just because we want to try something different every now and then for dinner doesn't mean we want to spend more time in the kitchen. With what we're making today, you won't have to because it cooks up in just 20 minutes. Plus, it has a couple of touches that make it extra special for those days when you want something a little outside of the box. We start by mixing together some cream cheese, butter, a little milk, a bit of chopped red pepper, and some chunked up cooked chicken. And you can use rotisserie chicken or even leftover chicken. Once that's all mixed up, we set it aside while we separate a can of crescent dough into 4 rectangles. Make sure to pinch the perforated lines together to seal them. Now we spoon the chicken mixture in the center of each piece before bringing the corners together. And we'll gently twist them, creating what looks like a bundle. Before these get baked off, we'll brush them with some melted butter and top them with crushed croutons. When these are golden, they're done, and their creamy centers ooze with flavor. This isn't your average weeknight chicken dinner, no siree. To get the recipe for crescent chicken squares, just go online. I promise you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where every day we're looking for new tasty ways for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find that recipe and all the other ones very easy from Mr. Food's Test Kitchen. Just go to our website, WPTV.com/Mr. Food.
When we get back, it's the end of a legacy. Jon Stewart signing off tonight for the last time as host of The Daily Show. We'll take a look back at how his impact has really just affected how we all report news.
When it's 5 o'clock on News Channel 5, you need to know what's happening right now. Local coverage everywhere.
We are also getting several of your photos.
Steve Lingle.
We still have very heavy rain.
That's right. The big news is the weather.
The only local chopper getting you breaking news first.
Breaking right now. Homes evacuated.
Now that's local coverage you can count on. WPTV News Channel 5.
At Bednar's, freshness sounds like this. And looks like this. I'm Steve Bednar. Visit Bednar's today. Fresh, locally grown produce from our farm to your table.
At the Indian River Press Journal, we cover local with the largest news gathering operation in Indian River County. Stories affecting your life right now and those shaping your future for tomorrow. The environment, education, crime and politics. Indian River County is growing, and so is the Indian River Press Journal. And TC Poem Social and the Press Journal is your guide to fun in and around Indian River County. Things to do, things to see, things to try. At the Press Journal and tcpoem.com, we cover your backyard every day. Where you live, where you work and play. The Press Journal and TC Poem, online and on time.
We'll have you smiling again. Herbert Dental Group.
Tired of loose, uncomfortable dentures? Here's the solution. Using the newest technology, Ferber Dental Group can make you teeth that snap in. You'll eat the foods you love with no need for messy glues. Ferber can do your treatment for far less money with affordable payment plans. So get your life back. Call us today and we'll have you smiling again.
Now open in Boca and Lake Worth.
I grew up in South Florida. It's my home. There are many good, hardworking people here trying to make ends meet. When the unexpected hits, an accident, an injury, that's when they really need someone fighting for their rights. Being there for our clients is a huge priority. We return every call, and we're reachable 24/7. When we put the pieces back together for a family, that's an indescribable feeling. It never gets old. I'm Mark Anajar. If you need responsive legal help, call us for a free consultation.
At Bednar's, freshness sounds like this. And looks like this. I'm Steve Bednar. Visit Bednar's today. Fresh, locally grown produce from our farm to your table.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
Coming up at 4 on the Now is Shannon Cake, a preview of tonight's Republican presidential debate with a look at what's at stake, what issues will be talked about, and how the candidates will try to break out from the pack. Plus, the must-have fashion apps, all coming up at 4.
You know, in just a couple of hours, Republican candidates for president will soon be entering their first debate. And the man who always seems to make sense the best, he's going to be exiting. Jon Stewart signing off tonight for the last time as the host of The Daily Show. He's really been given credit for getting youngsters interested in news and politics. His replacement, South African comedian Trevor Noah, takes over on September 28th. Our producer was watching a live feed not too long ago. It cut out, but people were already lining up in New York. They want to be a part of the audience for this last show.
You can't think of Stephen Colbert without thinking of Jon Stewart and many other people. So
it's going to be a good show.
Yeah. Sayonara. We'll salute off. And before we salute off today, we have to talk to Glenn here.
All right, we didn't get a chance to mention it in our forecast earlier, but the new drought numbers are out, and there has been some improvement in our area to the drought. The Treasure Coast taken out of a drought situation, but still abnormally dry. Most of central Palm Beach County still in a severe drought, but the surrounding area, the coast, under a moderate drought, and western and northwestern Palm Beach County just abnormally dry. So there is some improvement with the rainfall we've been getting over the past few weeks. Relatively drier, though, the next couple of days with just isolated rainfall. Over the weekend and into next week, we return to right around average for rainfall, which is about 40% chance per day. So there is a chance for scattered showers and a few thunderstorms both Saturday and Sunday.
Every little bit helps.
Yeah, every little bit helps.
Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this used Heartland Outbridge, discounted to just $156 per month. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I can't ride above it. I don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Woo! Well, come on now, baby. I know that I like it. I like it. I love it. Woo! Oh, baby. Come on.
The summer savings are here at all Faith Farm locations. You'll find sizzling savings on the area's largest selection of quality pre-owned furniture with prices at up to 75% off. Living room, dining room, bedroom, find name brand, new furniture marked at up to 50% off. Appliances, lawn equipment, clothing, and collectibles, everything in the store is on sale. Support Faith Farm Ministries and find sizzling summer savings this Friday and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. at Faith Farm in Boynton Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and on State Road 70 in Okeechobee.
I'm Carrie D. I've had moderate to severe plaque psoriasis most of my life, but that hasn't stopped me from modeling. My doctor told me about Stelara. It helps keep my skin clearer. With only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses, Stelara helps me be in season.
Stelara may lower your ability to fight infections and increase your risk of infections. Some serious infections require hospitalization. Before starting Stelara, your doctor should test for tuberculosis. Stelara may increase your risk of cancer. Always tell your doctor if you have any sign of infection, have had cancer, or if you develop any new skin growths. Do not take Stelara if you are allergic to Stelara or any of its ingredients. Alert your doctor of new or worsening problems, including headaches, seizures, confusion, and vision problems. These may be signs of a rare, potentially fatal brain condition. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you or anyone in your house needs or has recently received a vaccine.
In a medical study, most Stelara patients saw at least 75% clearer skin, and the majority were rated as cleared or minimal at 12 weeks. Stelara helps keep my skin clearer. Ask your doctor about Stelara.
It's back to school time at Rooms to Go Kids.
The best time to get amazing back-to-school sale prices on our huge selection of kids' rooms. Now, buy a room and get a bonus desk for just $99. Choose from a great selection. Save on bunks and lofts with built-in study solutions. Plus, mattresses, desk chairs, and more on sale. So what are you waiting for? Get your kids ready for school. Don't miss the back-to-school sale at Rooms To Go Kids and Teens.
Football is back, and we have your ticket to the Hall of Fame game. Big Ben and the Steelers take on Teddy Bridgewater and the Vikings Sunday night. And don't miss Steelers, Patriots in NFL Kickoff, September 10th, only on NBC.
After the conclusion of this program, don't miss your chance to experience the extended sneak peek of Heroes Reborn.
Surprised to see me?
Heroes Reborn, Thursdays this fall on NBC.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Itasca by Winnebago Sun Cruiser. Discounted over $55,000. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Welcome to Let's Ask America. I'm Bill Bellamy, and we have 4 amazing people from all across the country on their webcams trying to win up to $35,000. So let's meet them. From Chicago, Illinois, it's Steve. From Harlem, New York, it's Monica. From North Hollywood, California, it's Candace. From downtown PA, it's Jeff. Welcome, everybody. We ask America their opinions on a bunch of fun topics. All you have to do is guess what America said, and you win the big money. If you're ready to have some fun, say yeah! Yeah! All right, everybody's in a good mood, so let's get the party started. This first question is worth $100 and has 2 possible answers. The answers are erotic, erratic. And the question is, what type of woman do men say they've met more of online? Erotic? Erratic. Let's go to Chicago, Illinois, and welcome Steve. Hey, Steve. Welcome to the show, buddy. You look like you guys have a real cool band. Tell me about you and your band.
Thank you. Well, I'm here in Chicago. We are an 80s cover band. Yes, and we are the best band you've probably seen today. And we play everything from the 80s and in the 80s. And we do bar mitzvahs, weddings, whatever. And we like to play a lot of songs. And we actually wrote you a song. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, hook me up, Steve.
All right, I want to hook you up. Let's do this. Let's ask the favorite girl. I want to ask the favorite girl. We're gonna win some gas, win some gas, win gas, yeah. Let's ask the favorite girl. Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. What's the name of your band, Steve?
We are the Breakfast Club.
Give it up for the Breakfast Club. Welcome to the show. All right, everybody, let's get those cards turned around so we can see what you guys are thinking. All right, we have 3 for erratic, 1 for erotic. With 55% of the vote, the correct answer is erratic. Way to go, Monica, Jeff, and Candace. All 3 of you guys are on the board with $100. The next question is worth $150. The answers are